So hey there, welcome back to Brian's Hobbies. So I've got a little different video for you today. I found myself on Amazon, as one does, and looking at modeling tools and came across, I was specifically looking for this little gadget right here. It is designed for the nail industry, for doing gel nails. It's got a little spatula, a little flexible spatula on one end and a brush on the other. I don't use the brush, but the little spatula part of it is very handy. Works, comes in, can you see it there? Comes in very handy. It got me to thinking that there are gobs of equipment out there, tools and stuff that have nothing to do with modeling or crafting, for that matter. They're designed for that purpose of nails, or they have been appropriated for that purpose. And I just thought I'd go through some of them with you that I found, and there were several. Some of these I own, most of them I don't, but just wanted to show them to you, and so you maybe, hey, look, I've got a place I can use that, and I'm going to grab me one. So let's hop into Amazon and take a peek. First up is that tool. Now, the one I found, so the prices you see on here are going to be as of the time I'm recording it. So they are subject, as Amazon is, the prices are subject to change, sometimes daily, and on certain high volume items, I've even seen the prices change multiple times per day. So just keep in mind, the price you see on here may not be the price you find when you log in to Amazon. The first one is the double-ended polygel brush and picker. It's a two-in-one design nail brush and spatula. So this is very similar to the one that I have. The one that I have is a brand name called Gelish, but this looks very similar to it. I think you get 2 for 1 here. You get two in the set. Now, the spatula on this one does not look like it is as flexible as the one I have. But still, that looks like that would be a very handy tool, especially for doing any sort of contouring, or if you're working on a little bit of a model and you need to put a fillet in somewhere, this would be great for that. The brush looks to be fairly high quality, but again, don't know on that one. But the one that I have, it's a nice little brush, but again, I don't use it that much. I use it for the spatula purposes. There are also multiple sellers of this, so you can, if this one should not be available at the time you're looking, then just dig around a little bit, and you should be able to find one. Next up is this, it's called a 100-piece soft nail sponge for ombre nail sponge art, with a little grabbing pen. So what you get here is these little sponges with this little grabbing pen here that reaches out and grabs things. I've used these before. My father had one that he used when working on small electronics and things, for grabbing little screws and stuff that had fallen down inside whatever it was he's working on. But this is let's see here. So this is what you get, and there's a little grabby tool, and I can see this being used for blending on a model. To blend in, you want to blend couple of different colors of paint together. This would be perfect for that. Also for doing the sponge technique on for weathering. So adding chipping, this would be a fantastic for chipping. And the prices on most of these things I found are not bad. In fact, they're relative, relatively inexpensive for what they are. Again, I don't own this one, but it's on a list, and I'll probably be adding this to my collection at some point in the very near future. All right. So one thing the cosmetic and nail industry has in common with models is the brushes they use. They've used some really nice high quality brushes for um, that they've taken from the fine art community and adapted to what they do with the nail art and things. As have we as modelers, we've sort of begged and borrowed from the fine art community to work on our models, and I would argue that some of the stuff that the modelers that I follow out there it is high art that they're doing. So we're looking here at this as Six Peaks nail art liner brush. So if you're doing if you wanted to do some panel lines, these long brushes are excellent for that sort of an application. Um, I've had a couple in the past. I don't use them that much anymore, and they get pretty ratty pretty quick if you don't take care of them. But if you get something with a little bit of quality to it and you take care of it, these things will work great for you for doing. You want to do a long straight line in a bit of a detail somewhere. These are excellent for that versus just dabbing it a little bit at a time. You can do it in one smooth stroke, and the difference between the short brush and the long brush will is quite visible. You can very well tell the difference. This one I found really interesting. This is little cotton swabs. For this price, you'll get 1,200 pieces. It's fairly highly rated, and again, these are being sold to the cosmetic industry for eyebrows, tattoos, nail cleaning, but it has that very fine pointed tip. Now, there's obviously not a lot of cotton on the end of these, but I can't tell you the number of times I've grabbed a Q-tip, pulled the cotton off of it, and then reapplied that cotton to a toothpick in order to get a little absorbent pokey thing that I can use wherever it was I needed to use it at the time, and which little absorbent pokey things. So that's what this category is right here. This one in particular, I am absolutely going to get me one of these. Brush cleaning is it's not the most fun thing you do after painting, but you have to do it, and Lord help you if you forget it. There's money wasted, and I've got brushes ranging from a few pennies a piece, which is not a huge loss if I forget to clean that one. But I've got some detail brushes that are running up to about $12, $14 a piece. So you definitely don't want to just leave those to set. You want to make sure they get cleaned and put away properly. And this looks like a huge aid in that process. You can see here it's resealable. So especially you guys using oils and lacquers, this is going to be excellent for that purpose. It's got the little squeegee thing here to help you with getting all the gunk out of your brush. It's got little BBs down in the bottom of it, little to help with agitation. And the lid has locks, so you can lock it shut so it won't spill. Now that right there is the selling point for me. It won't spill. So that's definitely an add to my, I will be adding one of these to my kit, definitely. Again, I found this in the nail art section on Amazon, but it is looks like it's mostly being advertised to the fine art community here. So use it where you find it, or you know. So any klutzes out there, uh, you know, that's guys with 5 thumbs that knock stuff over and spill it really easy. This, I think, right here could be, I'm not going to say game changer, but could be a mild paradigm shift in the way you model. These hold your bottles down so that you're not as likely to knock them over, keeps them handy and at an approachable angle that you don't have to worry about. Again, if you want to grab a little paint right out of a bottle, this is an excellent way to do that. So it's sticking to a mirror there. It's hinged. Matter of fact, I believe it's called the hinge. Looks like it's a pretty good size. It should hold a decent sized bottle. Comes in different colors, should you be inclined. So next up is, these are called a dapping dish. So what you get are these two little, they appear to be about a 1 ounce. I'm just given from the scale of it. Looks like to be about a 1 ounce. Looks like a shot glass, really. Intended to hold solvents. You don't want to, you've got something you don't want to put in a little plastic cup because it'll melt it. Then these are the things you want. Now, I use a lot of those little plastic, little 1 ounce plastic solo cups that like you get at the drive-in that you can get your ketchup in. So I use those for mixing paints, for my airbrush, or just whatever. If I need a larger volume of something, or I need to hold a little something, a little liquid or whatever, then I grab those because they're easy to use. They're disposable, but disposable could be it's not becoming. It is disposable is a problem, and this is a possible solution to one of those problems of the little disposable cups. So this is a nail bit, a holder for your, designed to hold the bits for the nail drills. So this is a instance where the Dremel, which is a hobby craft tool for modifying hard surfaces with a abrasive, and was adapted to the cosmetic industry for nails, and then a lot of the accoutrement and things that they use for that have developed even further. And here you've got a little case to keep your nail bits in, which are essentially, except for these little ones that here are iridescent, the same as the ones I use for my Dremel. So you've got a little case here to keep them organized, which I could definitely use a case to keep my bits organized, because they're scattered in about 3 different locations right now. It'll hold 64 bits. Looks like they stay in there pretty good, which is good for us klutzes again. Not a bad price. This one's got a coupon with it. Definitely an option for organizing your Dremel bits. Along that same thought of a place to store your bits, this one is a 2-in-1 that has little cleaning brushes for your bits and a good place to hold the bits. So adhesive tab, looks like you can pull that out and put it in and use it. There. So cleaning your bits. Now that alone is a good selling point for cleaning your bits. Don't know what that little smudge is there. Looks like something in the artwork. But this will hold 30 bits and gives you a place to clean them. So this is one of the nail drills I was mentioning. This one is looks like it's not a bad price. I'm sure you could probably get a Dremel knockoff or a what's the word I'm looking for? Clone, a Dremel clone of something that probably around the same price. But um, the black one, that's a nice looking piece, right? It's a nice looking tool right there. Comes with a little holder here. This is the price as of time. You got 35,000 RPM. Is battery operated? Is it rechargeable? Yeah, rechargeable. Uh, so this one's portable. This is nice. It's portable. So I like that. I like this. You've got a lot more uh, runtime than on the little handheld ones like I've got on my bench over here. I've got a little battery Dremel clone it's handy, but it's not very powerful. This looks like that would be an excellent upgrade for that. So it's somewhere in between my corded Dremel and my little battery rotary tool. So yeah, portable nail drill, 35,000 RPM. In 3 hours, you'll get 8 to 10 hours runtime on a 3-hour charge. That's not bad. All right. Let's see if we can find one more item. I'm going to go nail art tools. And just see what pops up. Brushes, lots of brushes and brushes and more brushes. Interesting little jobber. Okay. Paint transfer tool. Let's take a closer look at this. This could be something interesting. If you needed to perfect a design before applying it, I bet, and you'd want to try this out, but you could paint the design you want on the little silicone pad, and then you'd have to paint it in reverse, and then apply that to the model or to the surface that you want to add it to. In this case, they're doing nails, and a fairly simple design, but I see this could be something. If you see a use for any of these things, I'd love to comment about what you think if you know of another tool that is not specific to the model industry that we could adapt. That would be I'd love to see that. Maybe we can get enough of them together. I can do another video if y'all like this sort of thing. Take one more quick gander just to see what's out there. Electric sander. That's an Let's take a quick look at this. It says here is a nail art electric sander, portable manicure pedicure tool, vibrating sanding pad. Look what it looks like. Looks like it comes with some different heads that can be used. That one's another interesting tool right there. If you need a little tiny round sander, this looks like this could be a definite option. Price is not horrible. That would definitely looks like it's got a coupon with it. Yeah, that's another one. I'm gonna add that to my list. If you'd like to see a review of any of these things, let me know, and we'll see if we can make that happen. All right. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you sticking around to the end, and if you found this interesting at all, I would appreciate thumbs up. I'd appreciate that very much. Thank you, and consider subscribing if you like this sort of a thing. I'll see if we can't do some more of it. In the meantime, go make something.